So it's been chaos the last 2 days. Like today was meant to be trim day, grout, finish, all that sort of stuff. Then he could have come in on Monday and it would have been cruisy. Yeah, this morning is a bit hectic. I've got to get everything done for him so he can keep moving and the job can keep moving. Otherwise, it would have been like 2 or 3 weeks until I could have got him back. I mean, I'm sure I could have got another painter, but see here, the cripple, he's put me under a bit of pressure. There's a few things that I want to do. So I want to get this carpentry done. Once the carpentry's done, the painter can do his thing. We can sort of start filming things. We're going to start running ads for the coaching company. So we'll do a couple of those for Brian, and then we can start pumping those out hopefully next week. And then we'll head home, we'll do some business work, start mapping out like a business plan. I've already worked it out, but I'm really putting into details, the KPIs, all that sort of stuff, just mapping out what our next 6 to 12 months is actually going to look like, and then start marking out quarters of what we actually hit, so we're tracking the targets. I don't know, I kind of love it, so let's go. But as you saw, if you watched the last vlog, not many people did, so go watch it. This was all water damage, so we put in new pine jams and new architraves. Obviously needs to be repainted, but that was the plan to do it today, sort of cruise and get everything grouted, but the grouting's not important. We'll get painted, get all this on, and then we'll get out of the painter's way. So we're getting there. So like, all of this was all, so this is all new yellow tongue under here, new flooring. So the water seeped out to about like back here. So I've had to rip up the carpet. This is all getting like patched up and replaced. Yeah, so this was all water damage through to here into the bedroom, and then also out here as well. So like all of this was replaced. It's fucking heaps, man. We had to replace the bottom plate of the wall here because it had all gone up. This had to replace this jam. Had to replace this whole jam. Yeah. Oh, downstairs is patched. Today was more about trim, doors, and things that required painting instead of grouting and siliconing, which would have been very nice. But as you know, with running a business, there's always challenges that you have to overcome, and today was one of those days. I'm sorry you tore your shoulder and you put me under the pump. Fucked house, everything was out of square. Had to do more than I originally planned, but hey, that's the way it is sometimes. I love doing free work for no reason, even though it wasn't my thing, but I opened up a can of worms, and now look what I gotta do. I gotta spend an extra 2 hours on this door, and it's free. I love losing money. I think I'm like getting to that point, I reckon like start of next year, I'll look at hiring someone part-time. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck's sakes. So if you don't have earmuffs, if you don't have earmuffs when you're using a drop saw, you could do this. You go. La, 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 la. You can't hear it. I took this, like, put in the exact door, same door on, but the door didn't close before, but I didn't tell her.
Oh, that's fucked too.
This is what I mean, man. It's all right, we'll get it done. Stop thinking about it, just do it. That's my method. Something that I do want to talk about though is, I just thought of it. I might be a wizard, I might be a genius, I don't know, but persistence through resistance. Persistence through resistance. It's about honouring your word, it's about being integral to yourself, but it's about doing the things that you don't want to do. And when you do those things, great things come from it. The more that you push those things away, the more likely you are to keep building and have more stress and more overwhelm and get to a point where you're like, what the fuck am I doing? And then you're back at home crying to your mum. Just fucking do it. Do you want me to talk about something controversial on the vlog? Do you want me to talk about that event? There's going to be opportunities that are thrown at you, and if they're not fully aligned, then you don't take the opportunity. No matter how much money is thrown at you, how much potential opportunity there is in it, you never go against your word, because as soon as you go against your word, you're unintegral. And then if I'm going against my word and then trying to coach men how to do the same thing, that's like the epitome of fucking peasant cunt. So I would never change what's aligned to me for someone else or for someone else's wants. Nah, so what happened was, regardless of what I said, and regardless of how straightforward my opinions and beliefs are, it's more the fact that if you have an issue with what I say, why not say it to my face? Why not converse with me, have a conversation straight to my face? And it's like, okay, cool. Even if you need some time to think about it, be like, okay, maybe I don't agree with that. I just want to talk to you about this. Sweet, man. Like what? Like let's talk about it and let's converse. I'm not one to be like, fuck your opinion. I'm one to converse, and that is where the issue lies with humanity right now. Is that their opinion is the only right one in the world. They're not willing to be open to opposite views. And there's some things that I'm not. The closest friends that I have, I don't agree with on everything that they do. I have disagreements and challenging conversations with them because they're opposites. But what a beautiful interaction that we've just had. Instead of being like, no, I mean, like, fuck you, bro, like, I don't agree with this, like, da 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 da. I would never name names because it's like, I don't hate anyone. And like, these guys are trying to do the right thing, so I have empathy for that. But the issue lies within, and when there's a flaw in integrity, which they may not see right now, and that's fine, but there's a flaw in integrity, and you're asking someone to change who they are to speak at the event that you got invited to speak at, just because it might scare people off. That's not who I am. And you're catering to what they might want when what I have is what they might need. How do you really want to look at things then? You got to do what you got to do, and I'm fine with that. I just don't agree with it. What are you doing? Get out of my face, dog. So you might be thinking, hey Luke, why are you using MDF instead of pine when you just use pine in the bathroom? And I would say to you, this is MDF, it swells when it gets wet, so use it in rooms that aren't wet areas. And then when you're using timber in a wet area, you should always use pine or hardwood, just so you don't have swelling like we did before. This is the world of being a tradesman, right? You do one thing, and then there's another fucking thing to do, and then you do another thing, and then there's another thing to do. Footy pies. Ah! Ready? If you're a tradie that's just started out on his own, you're starting to feel the stress of business, you're not having any time on your hands, and you're constantly stuck. No, that's not it. Luke, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because I'm fucking not, bro. Like, this is fucked. I can't. Why do I'm just fucking this up so much. If you're a tradie that's just gone, but also open you up to a fuck ton of, that's not it either, bro. I'm just like, I'm done. Like, I actually, just fucking do it. Like, I had to run ads just then. I didn't want to do it. I was like, yeah, no, I'll just like, and it's funny, so you'll bypass this shit. You'll be like, no, like, I'll do it tomorrow. Like, it's not important right now, especially trade business owners, is that it is fucking important. It might not seem important at the time, but it is very fucking important in that moment to do the things that you said you were gonna do. Commit to it, honor it, and make sure it happens. I think that's a good topic for this vlog, is persistence through resistance. Make it happen. If you want to achieve the dreams that you truly desire, then you have to make it happen. You have to experience the lows, you have to experience the highs, and you have to grind it out. So, man, fuck, yesterday was a grind. Today was a grind. Not all days are like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it. Get it done, enjoy the ride, and subscribe below, motherfuckers. Let's go.